Okay, so these are Twitter responses to the question, if I was Spider-Man, what would I do? And I'm reserving the right to steal any of these if they're really good for future movies. Okay, first one from Yo Yo Yo. If I was Spider-Man, I'd turn up at Tony and Pepper's wedding. That sounds like a spoiler alert. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Would you turn up as Spider-Man though, or as Peter Parker? I wonder. I wonder if there's a dress code. I'm sure. All right. Next, from Fuki Ishii, I'd use webs to climb Mount Fuji super quick. Then I'd take Tony Stark to a hot spring bath. I would love to see Spider-Man in Japan. I think that would be really cool. Next, from Hankin Man, I'd get over my fear of heights. That's funny because I don't know if Peter Parker has actually gotten over his fear of heights too, because just because you get bit by a spider doesn't mean you're not automatically unafraid of jumping off of a 100-story building. That's a good one. From Saku39, I want to compete with Kohi Uchimura in gymnastics. It would be awesome to participate in the Olympics. You know what, that's a good, I wonder, in the Marvel Universe, I would assume you would not be allowed to compete in the Olympics if you have special abilities, right? Or is that not fair? They don't allow drugs, yeah. But I mean, so Captain America is disqualified. But Spider-Man's was an accident, so I'm not sure. That sounds like some fan fiction there. MCU Olympics. From Chan Mina, I'd make a movie. I'd be Spider-Woman. so that's great. So it would be a documentary. So you'd be Spider-Woman and you would be making a documentary about yourself doing whatever Spider-Woman does. That's great. Yeah, it'd be good to have a Spider-Woman in the future too. Okay, next one. Oh, this is a long one. Shu. I'd wear my suit to Shibuya on Halloween, and just when everyone thinks I'm a regular cosplayer, I'd suddenly shoot my webs to leap between the buildings. That's so funny. There's actually a comic where Spider-Man, I think, doesn't have a change of clothes. So he's like, I'll just wear my costume to a Halloween party. And then when he shows up, everyone else is also dressed as Spider-Man. So he doesn't even stand out in his Spider-Man costume. I don't know, that's a pretty high-tech cosplay suit with the irising eyes and stuff like that. I don't know, people would think you spent a lot of money on it. Okay, this is from My. I want to meet Tom Holland in the flesh. Quote, I want to meet him, then beating on the bad guys, making them compliment Tony Stark. So even with the amazing abilities of Spider-Man, your first thing would still be to meet Tom Holland. That tells you how charming that young man is. Beating on the bad guys and making them compliment Tony Stark, I think that's fair. These are great. Ando, what would I do if I was Spider-Man? I'd use my web shooters to take trips around Japan whenever I want. That's great. Crime, forget it, doesn't matter. Let people commit robberies and steal things and commit terrible crimes, but you're just on a vacation. Just vacation swinging around Japan. Very, very irresponsible. This is a trend. Yawa, if I was Spider-Man, I'd use my webs to go everywhere. I'd never take the train again. It's more about, it must be hard to get around Japan. Is that true? Everyone is like, their first thing, I don't want to ride the train anymore. I'd love to go as high up as this and take a smartphone selfie. I think that's good. That would be a cool one. I think there would be a lot of great selfie opportunities if you were Spider-Man. But would you have you could only post it to you'd have to have a secret identity account, because then everyone would know. Like Peter can't just post it to Peter Parker because they would give it away, so he'd have to have his own Spider-Man Instagram. And I wonder if he would get verified. This one just says, I want to make my own costume. So, yeah, I guess the question didn't say that you would get the costume. So you'd have to make your own costume. So you can do whatever you want, I guess. But then it has a cool picture of the old school costume, which is my favorite. All right, but one more? One more? All right. I'd like to take a nap in a place regular people can't. Again, doesn't matter. There's the supervillains attacking the city. Just gonna be napping somewhere you can't get to normally. There's a lot of people aren't very responsible here. What's the aircon? I'd use spider webs to grab the remote for the aircon.
Oh, the air conditioning?
Oh, the air conditioning. Oh, that's also super lazy. This is just someone tweeting and like doesn't want to get up. These are not. No one is trying to solve any real problems here. Let me just see if I can find anyone who is showing any sort of social responsibility. I'd stick to the ceiling so I could clean high up areas. There you go. It's like Spider-Man janitor. It's good. Thanks for your tweets. That was great.